The cold iron rests motionless on the floor, a silent testament to your current limit. The weight feels insurmountable. You failed to lift again. Frustration sets in like an unwelcome guest, whispering tales of inadequacy and doubt. This is not an unfamiliar scene. It's a narrative many know too well, where perseverance meets resistance and resolve is tested. Weak men let this frustration define them. They walk away, defeated, muttering excuses. Maybe next time. They allow the momentary failings to erode their confidence. These moments become the bricks in a wall of self-doubt that eventually imprisons them, stifling potential and ambition. Socially, they find themselves shrinking, avoiding challenges, seeking the comfort of mediocrity, and watching opportunities slip through their fingers. Regret becomes their companion, whispering incessantly about what could have been, had they only persisted. But what does a Stoic do in this scenario? He recognizes the futility of wallowing in self-pity. He understands that failure is but a fleeting moment, not a permanent state of being. Marcus Aurelius himself will remind you, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This philosophy is not simply a platitude, but a strategic framework for overcoming obstacles. So, how does one apply this wisdom practically? Begin by acknowledging your emotions without letting them dictate your actions. Feel the frustration, but don't be consumed by it. Instead, use it as a cue to refocus your mind. The Stoic sees failure as data, a feedback loop that informs the next attempt. You analyze your setbacks. Was your grip too loose? Did your stance falter? Each detail becomes a lesson, a piece of the puzzle leading to ultimate success. Next, visualize the lift. Picture each muscle contracting in harmony, the barbell rising as if driven by an unseen force. This mental rehearsal primes your body for the physical act. You are not just lifting weights. You are training your mind to conquer fear and doubt. Then, align your actions with these insights. Adjust your form, tweak your approach, and commit to small, incremental improvements. Every attempt is a rehearsal for victory. You plant your feet, grip the bar, and hear the voice within say, "This is where I grow." This mindset shift transforms the chaos into clarity. The Stoic mind conquers adversity not by avoiding it, but by meeting it head-on, understanding that every struggle is an opportunity for growth. Imagine the alternative. Allowing fear of failure to dictate your path, leading to a cascade of missed opportunities and stunted growth. The social defeat becomes a cycle, one that grows harder to break with each retreat. So choose the path of the Stoic. Embrace the struggle, not as a foe, but as a forge. Let each failure refine you, hone you, and prepare you for the challenges that lie ahead. This isn't mere resilience, it's strategic mastery. With each lift, each attempt, you edge closer to not just mastering the weight, but mastering yourself. This is the essence of turning obstacles into opportunities, the alchemy of challenge into triumph. You are in a negotiation. The air is thick with tension at the car dealership. The salesman is smiling, eager to close the deal. This is where most falter. Weakness creeps in when the impulse to speak overwhelms the discipline to listen. They chatter, fill silences with nervous words, revealing their hand prematurely. But you are not most people. You are the Stoic. You remain calm, composed, a master of the art of negotiation. You let silence speak for you, wielding it like a weapon. Each pause, every moment of quiet allows the salesman to fill the void, to reveal more than intended. He says, "This is the best offer you'll get today." You say nothing, just a small nod, a slightest hint that you're considering, but not committed. The power shifts. He feels compelled to continue, to sweeten the pot, to give away his edge. Imagine if you weren't the Stoic. Picture this. You walk into the dealership, and as the conversation begins, nerves start to fray. Silence becomes unbearable, a chasm you feel the need to fill with words. You chat, you joke, you accidentally let slip your maximum budget. The salesman, sensing your discomfort, seizes a moment. He paints a picture of scarcity, of missed opportunities, convincing you that this is a deal of a lifetime. But in truth, each word you utter gives away your desperation, your willingness to settle. The price climbs inch by inch, and when you finally shake hands, it's a deal skewed far from your favor. You leave, car keys in hand, but weighed down by the sting of defeat, replaying every misstep in your mind. What if you had held your tongue? What if you had let silence build pressure, force the salesman to speak, to offer more? Regret is a cruel companion. It whispers of what could have been, reminding you of the power you relinquished by failing to control your impulses. The stakes in negotiation are not just monetary, they're psychological. A poorly handled negotiation can haunt you, a testament to the moment you didn't stand your ground. 1. Preparation is key. Begin your quest with research. Know the market value of the car you're interested in. Arm yourself with information about the dealership, its sales patterns, and any ongoing promotions. The more you know, the less you speak, the stronger your position. 2. Enter with composure. As you walk through the dealership doors, your demeanor should reflect confidence and calm. This sets the tone for the negotiation. The salesman reads your body language before your words. Make sure it says, "I know what I'm doing." 3. Master the pause. After any offer or statement from the salesman, pause. Silence is your ally. It compels others to speak, often revealing hidden intentions or offers. Practice this art until it feels natural. 4. Non-commitment gestures. Use slight nods or thoughtful expressions to indicate engagement without agreement. These gestures invite the salesman to keep talking, to offer more, while keeping your cards close to your chest. 5. Turn offers into questions. When a price is presented, respond with a question, not a counteroffer. Is this the best you can do? Or what additional value can you provide? This forces a salesman to justify and often enhances offer. 6. Anchor your offers. If you do make a counteroffer, ensure it's well below your maximum willingness to pay. This anchors the negotiations in your favor, providing room to maneuver. 7. Maintain the upper hand with composure. Never let emotions dictate your actions. Whether it's excitement, frustration, or impatience, these are weaknesses that can be exploited. The Stoic knows that patience and silence are the keys to unlocking better terms. By controlling your reactions to external pressures, you turn the negotiation to your advantage. The outcome? A better deal, achieved not through aggressive haggling, but through strategic mastery. In the end, it's not just about the car. It's about the mindset. By conquering chaos with calm, you embody the Stoic principle at its finest. Each negotiation is a battlefield, and with these strategies, you walk away not only with victory, but with the respect of those who underestimated you. You are on a bustling street, the air thick with anticipation, as a street performer begins their act. The crowd's energy is palpable, each individual's excitement feeding the next. People cheer, gasp, and throw coins, each reaction a vivid display of their internal chaos. Now, here's a mistake most make. They get swept away, reacting impulsively. They mirror the crowd's fever, losing themselves in the spectacle. This is weakness, allowing external events to dictate your state of mind. But have you ever considered what happens if you fail to master this control? Imagine yourself in a future not too distant, where you consistently fail to maintain composure in such situations. Each time you are swept away with the crowd, your reactions dictated by external tumult. You become unable to differentiate your true emotions from those foisted upon you by your surroundings. In meetings, your voice trembles as the stakes rise because you've never learned to remain unaffected by the external frenzy. Socially, you become the person others can manipulate easily, reading your impulsive reactions like an open book. You laugh too loudly at jokes, you nervously agree to commitments, and you alienate those who seek deeper connection. The regret is compounded as each uncontrolled reaction leads to missed opportunities, misunderstandings, and lost credibility. You are swept away not just in the moment, but in life. The stakes are high, and the social defeat is immense. But the Stoic, the Alpha, they stand apart. They observe with detachment, understanding the dynamics without being consumed by them. You notice a man next to you, eyes wide, mouth agape. The woman beside him clutches her partner's arm, her excitement spilling over. Yet, you remain the observer, grounded and anchored in your own presence. Interesting how easily they react. You might think, this is your power, seeing without judging. You learn the patterns, the triggers, the intricacies of human behavior. You see beyond the performance to the core of human nature. This observation is not passive but strategic. Each detail, each reaction becomes data that informs your understanding of the social landscape. You become adept at recognizing the signs of manipulation, the cues of genuine emotion, the unsaid intentions. First, detach. As the crowd begins to swell with energy, focus on your breath. Feel the air move in and out of your lungs, grounding you in the present moment. This awareness is your anchor. Second, observe. Dedicate yourself to seeing without immediate judgment. Note the expressions, the movements, the subtle shifts in energy around you. Catalog them like a scientist gathering data, removing personal bias from your observations. Third, reflect. After the event, take time to process your observations. Ask yourself, what did I learn about human behavior? How did my understanding of the event differ from the crowd's experience? Fourth, integrate. Apply these insights to your life. Use your enhanced understanding of social interactions to navigate your personal and professional relationships with precision. Anticipate reactions, craft your approach, and maintain your composure. The outcome? A profound understanding of the social fabric around you. You are the calm in the storm, the eye that sees all without flinching. In this, you embody the Stoic principle. Stay an observer, not a reactor. By practicing observation and detachment, you unlock a deeper insight into the world and ultimately into yourself. You become the master of your internal state, no longer dictated by the happenstance of external events. This mastery is not just survival. It is a key to thriving within any social construct, a true embodiment of strength and wisdom. You find yourself in the midst of negotiation at a bustling farmer's market. A dispute erupts over a mispriced item. Tensions rise, voices escalate. But now you have a choice. Weak individuals dive headfirst into conflict, fueled by ego, seeking immediate validation. They demand, argue, and insist. This price is wrong, they might shout, eyes blazing, drowning in their own noise. But the Stoic, the Alpha, approaches differently. He knows the power of empathy in conflict. He listens first. I see there's been a misunderstanding about the price, he says calmly, acknowledging the vendor's perspective. Can you tell me more about the pricing process? By seeking to understand, he disarms the situation. The vendor, feeling heard, explains. A dialogue begins. A solution emerges. The conflict dissolves, resolved amicably. The Stoic principle shines. Understand before seeking to be understood. It's not just about ending the dispute, but mastering the chaos with clarity and strength. Remember this, empathy isn't weakness. It's a strategic weapon in your arsenal. The what-if disaster. Now imagine for a moment you fail to apply this principle. The situation spirals out of control, the air thick with animosity. Instead of a calm exchange, the market becomes a battlefield. Accusations fly like arrows in a medieval siege. Your words, once a tool of negotiation, now serve as a bludgeon, hammering down any potential for peaceful resolution. The vendor, feeling attacked, digs in their heels, refusing to budge. A standoff ensues. In this avoidable disaster, you walk away with more than just an unresolved issue. You carry the weight of social defeat. The regret sinks in, an ever-present reminder of the opportunity lost to forge a connection, to build rapport. The whispers of the crowd at your back, the disapproving glances, all serve as testament to your mishandling. You are left pondering the what-ifs, trapped in a loop of self-recrimination. This failure isn't just about a lost purchase. It extends to a broader narrative of identity. where every future negotiation bears a scar of this defeat. 1. Pause and assess. As tensions rise, take a moment to center yourself. Breathe deeply and let the initial surge of defensive emotion subside. This pause is vital. It transforms reaction into response, emotion into strategy. 2. Acknowledge and empathize. Approach with empathy. Start by acknowledging the other party's perspective. I understand this must be frustrating for you. Or, I see where you're coming from, are powerful tools that signal you're not an adversary, but a partner seeking resolution. 3. Inquire and listen. Ask questions not as an interrogation, but as an earnest inquiry to understand. Can you walk me through how this prize came to be? Is more than a question. It's the opening of a dialogue. Listening actively, without the intent to interject or counter, is your strongest ally. 4. Collaborative problem solving. Once understanding is established, collaborate to find a solution. Propose ideas and invite input from the other party. What if we consider this approach? Transforms a negotiation into a co-authored venture, creating investment from both sides in the outcome. 5. Conclude with clarity and gratitude. Finally, wrap up with gratitude, acknowledging the other person's willingness to engage and solve the issue together. I appreciate your time and understanding. Leaves a lasting positive impression, fortifying future interactions. By integrating these steps, you avoid the pitfalls of ego-driven conflict and emerge as a master in negotiation. In the end, the true victory lies not in the spoils of singular battle, but in the strategic mastery over the self and the situation. This approach, anchored in Stoicism and empathy, transforms potential chaos into order and antagonism into alliance. Embrace it and elevate your interactions to the realm of strategic excellence. You are alone. Late at night, the world around you still and silent. You've navigated the chaos of the day, and now it's time to reflect, to conquer the tumult within. Weak individuals shy away from the solitude. They drown their thoughts in distractions, fearing the confrontation with their true selves. They let the chaos linger unresolved and await the next day with the same turmoil. But what if you choose this path of avoidance? What if, instead of confronting your inner storm, you surrender to it? The stakes are high. Without facing your innermost thoughts, you become a prisoner of your own mind, condemned to a life of reactionary decisions and a never-ending cycle of regret. Picture waking up each day with the same nagging insecurities, the same unresolved conflicts gnawing at your core. Relationships crumble because you lack the insight to understand your role in them. Careers stagnate because you're too paralyzed by indecision to seize opportunities. The social defeat manifests subtly at first. A missed chance here, a misunderstood interaction there, but it snowballs into a life defined by missed potentials. Regret is a shadow that lingers over every failure to act, and you find yourself haunted by the what-ifs of a life that could have been profound had you only dared to pause and reflect. But that's not the path you choose. The Stoic, the Alpha, embraces the solitude. You sit with your thoughts, letting the events of the day unfold in your mind. You journal meticulously, capturing your thoughts and emotions on paper, not to dwell, but to dissect and understand. This is not a mere act of writing. It is a methodical examination of your experiences. You lay your thoughts bare, leaving no room for deception or denial. As you write, clarity emerges from fog. Each word written is a step toward inner peace. Here, in the sacred space of self-reflection, you wield the power to transform chaos into order. The dialogue in your mind is sharp, analytical, commanding. What have I learned today? You ask. What will I do differently tomorrow? These questions are not rhetorical. They demand answers, and the answers shape the very fabric of who you aspire to become. This practice isn't just a routine, it's a discipline of growth. The Stoic understand that mastery over oneself requires this nightly ritual. It's not about the chaos of the day, but the calm you cultivate within. It's the essence of true strength, the cornerstone of the Stoic mindset. This discipline involves several strategic steps. First, find a quiet space free from distractions. This environment is crucial for introspection. The silence becomes your ally, allowing your inner voice to rise above the noise of daily life. Next, approach your journal with intent. Begin by recounting your day, but focus on moments of emotional intensity, both positive and negative. These are the events that hold the greatest potential for insight. As you write, probe deeper. Ask yourself why certain events unfolded the way they did. What role did you play in them? What could have been done differently? This is where the Stoic practice diverges from mere reflection. It demands that you not only acknowledge your actions, but also assess their impact. It is a ruthless examination of cause and effect. As you dissect these moments, patterns will emerge. You will recognize recurring themes in your behavior, offering opportunities for conscious correction. This is where true personal growth occurs, in the recognition and alteration of these patterns. Finally, conclude each session with a clear intention for the following day. This is not a vague wish, but a precise action plan. Whether it's practicing patience, seizing an opportunity, or simply being more present, your intentions shape your future reality. This nightly ritual, this strategic self-examination, is the bedrock of the Stoics' journey towards self-mastery. It is a discipline that ensures you do not become a casualty of your own mind's chaos, but rather the architect of your own destiny. You are at your favorite coffee shop, a sanctuary where the world seems to pause for just a moment. The familiar aroma of roasted beans wraps around you like a warm embrace, and the soft hum of conversations creates a comforting background melody. Yet, amidst the serenity, a small snag disrupts your morning ritual. The barista hands you the wrong order. Now, imagine how the weak might react. Frustration boiling over, an impatient sigh escaping their lips, followed by a hasty demand for rectification. The barista, already strained by the morning rush, receives yet another complaint, prompting the surrounding patrons to cast judgmental glances. The air thickens with discomfort. In this scenario, the ripple effect of negativity spreads, turning a momentary inconvenience into a social disaster. The disgruntled customer leaves with bitterness etched on their face. Their day is tainted by this unnecessary chaos. Social defeat hangs over them, a cloud of regret they carry into their next encounter. But you are not the weak. You refuse to let minor chaos dictate your mood. You are a Stoic, an alpha. You wield patience like a sword, cutting through tension with the precision of a seasoned warrior. You calmly approach the counter, your presence firm yet understanding. "Excuse me, I believe there was a mistake. Could you please correct this?" This isn't merely about rectifying a coffee order. This is about mastering your response to chaos. By addressing the error politely and with composure, you don't just secure the correct order, you earn respect and better service in future. The barista, appreciative of your understanding, respond with gratitude, and the atmosphere remains undisturbed, the equilibrium restored. The Stoic principle at play here is simple: accept imperfections. Service isn't always perfect, and neither are we. But in navigating these small storms with grace, you conquer chaos, one cup at a time. Now, let's dissect the strategy step by step. First, acknowledge the mistake internally without reacting impulsively. Take a moment to breathe and assess the situation through the lens of logic rather than emotion. Recognize that everyone involved, including you, is human and capable of errors. This recognition is the foundation of your response. Next, approach the situation with clarity and intention. Address the individual responsible with respect, ensuring your body language and tone communicate understanding rather than blame. "Excuse me, I notice an error," you say, using direct yet polite language. This approach diffuses potential tension and demonstrates your maturity. Observe the ripple effect of your composed demeanor. The barista, usually at the receiving end of complaints and frustration, encounters instead a beacon of calm amidst the chaos. This not only enhances their day, but also builds a bridge of mutual respect between you and them, laying groundwork for future positive interactions. Reflect on the broader impact of your actions. By maintaining your composure, you influence not only your immediate environment, but also your internal state. The coffee shop remains your refuge, unmarred by the earlier mishap, and you've turned potential social defeat into a triumph of character. In a world rife with unexpected challenges, mastering such moments of chaos becomes a testament to your personal growth. You evolve from merely reacting to proactively shaping the narrative around you, emerging not just as a mere customer, but as a leader in the art of daily interaction. So, the next time you face a similar situation, remember that your response holds the power to transform chaos into calm, defeat into dignity, and a mundane moment into a testament of your unyielding Stoic resolve. You are in a negotiation. The room is tense. Stakes are high. Weak individuals crumble here. Swayed by emotion, trapped in the chaos of uncertainty, they react, flustered, scrambling to win approval, or worse, settling for less. But you, the Stoic, see beyond this chaos. You visualize the endgame, drawing power from a clear purpose. You envision a future where Stoicism guides every aspect, calm, collected, resolute. Let's consider all outcomes, you say, voice steady. You've set long-term goals with a Stoic mindset. Focus on what truly matters. The room shifts, power dynamics recalibrate. You're not just negotiating a deal. You're sculpting a life of resilience and fulfillment. Living in harmony with nature and reason, you transcend the mundane. Chaos becomes your canvas for transformation, and with each deliberate action, you carve your path through the noise. This is your future vision, and Aurelius will be proud. Yet, imagine for a moment if you abandon this path. What if you fall prey to the emotional tumult that ensnares so many? Picture yourself in the same negotiation, but instead of a Stoic anchor, you are adrift. Your responses are dictated by a whirlwind of emotions: fear, insecurity, desperation. In the cacophony, your voice loses firmness, your mind its clarity. You make concessions that compromise your integrity and vision, just for the fleeting comfort of immediate resolution. The meeting ends, perhaps with a handshake, but as you walk away, a gnawing sense of dissatisfaction festers within. The regret lingers, a shadow over every decision thereafter. You replay the moment over and over, dissecting every misstep, every opportunity lost, knowing you settled for mediocrity when greatness was within reach. Your failure to harness the power of Stoicism becomes a bitter lesson, one taught not by Aurelius, but by the harsh school of experience. Social defeat morphs into self-doubt, and your confidence crumbles, not in an instant, but piece by piece, with each subsequent interaction. To avert this disaster, strategy becomes your shield and sword. First, embrace the core tenet of Stoicism: control. Understand what is within your grasp and release what is not. In negotiation, this means preparing meticulously. Know your goals, but also recognize and accept the unpredictability of the other party's motives. Next, cultivate emotional detachment. This does not mean indifference, but keen composure that allows you to perceive emotions without being governed by them. Practice mindfulness. Become an observer of your own thoughts and reactions. When the temptation arises to interject with a heated retort or concede too rapidly, pause. Let the silence be your ally, allowing you to recalibrate and respond from a place of measured intention. The third step is to visualize success rooted in virtue rather than outcome. While your counterpart may be driven by personal gain or ego, your compass is integrity. This requires a steadfast adherence to principles over profit, of character over conquest. Finally, engage in reflective practice. After each negotiation, review not just the result, but the process. Where did Stoicism guide you well? Where did you falter? This self-evaluation is not merely retrospection, but a means to refine your approach, ensuring continuous growth in wisdom and effectiveness. By integrating these practices, you don't merely avoid the pitfalls of failure. You transform potential disaster into a crucible for personal and professional evolution. Each negotiation becomes a testament to your mastery over self and circumstance, a harmonious blend of nature and reason. Thus, armed with the timeless wisdom of Stoics, every engagement is not just negotiation. It is the artful chiseling of your legacy, a life defined by strength, purpose, and unwavering resolve. Aurelius would not just be proud. He would recognize a kindred spirit, charting a course through the chaos with unfaltering grace.